Do it, George.
Whoa! Why do I always start with whoa? Like, I don't know what's going on.
And that's that.
Breakers, welcome back to the 2 Year Break podcast. My name's George. I'm here with Brad, Dan, and Charlie. Was that the intro we usually do? I don't really know, but hello.
Enough. I wasn't sure if he was calling us breakers or the listeners breakers or but
I assumed the listeners.
Oh,
to be fair.
the listeners. Because I'm
Right,
here
okay.
with Brad, Dan, and Charlie.
Can I not be a breaker? Am I not allowed to also
You can.
be a breaker?
You can back yourself. You can break yourself.
Okay, well, do you want a little icebreaker straight out of the bat?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, go on, please.
Yep. I just washed my hair, and I've been waiting for the podcast to start because I've got two choices of hats.
Okay.
Oh yeah, come on then.
We've got the classic. I won't be able to hear you when I take my headphones off.
Okay.
So give me thumbs up and stuff. We've got the classic.
Mug him off now.
Okay, that's very Christmassy.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
For those listening, it was a nice fluffy Santa hat with a big old ball in the end.
This one.
Interesting.
Oh, in true fashion, he's got to go for that one, hasn't he? The bar humbug one.
Bar humbug.
Do you remember last year's Christmas special? And he was doing that little Grinch in a blanket song. He's proper bar humbug, isn't he? Yeah, I think you should go for that, mate.
It's really hard to put the headphones back.
Oh no, you should have practiced this first.
Right, yeah, bar humbug. I am
Nice
actually feeling it in the Christmas spirit this month.
Nice.
It's my first Christmas in my own house. Bought a Christmas tree, real one. Is that offensive?
Have you done it all yet? The house.
Yeah.
With the Christmas decks.
Yeah, all the Christmas decks were up.
Nice.
Where'd you get your tree from?
Near Battlesbridge.
Oh yeah, hold on.
In Wickford.
Oh yeah, not far from there.
Mm.
Oh nice.
Oh yeah.
He realised that he doesn't live there anymore.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, near where I.
Not far from if anyone else is gonna know.
Oh yeah.
We done ours mid-November, and and there's a reason for that. Because usually I wouldn't be that keen.
It's too early. It's too early.
That's too early.
You're the reason I wear these hats.
No, but look. Listen, we were very busy. Like we've been very, very busy. So there was one Sunday where we had the opportunity to do it. It was actually the Sunday after the last show that we played. Yeah, so all done.
So
but you know
I
what?
personally
I could relax
don't
now.
put anything Christmassy up until at least my birthday's over because I feel it ruins my birthday.
That's fair.
Yeah. That's fair enough. Actually, I'm with you on that.
And what's kind of annoying is this year the post is all backed up and delayed. So I basically had no cards, and then they all came like the other day, and I'm like, well, it's Christmas now.
Oh, well, we're sorry for your.
Yeah. My really
whatever it is.
horrible problems.
Did you get a tree that was too big, like I always do every year?
I bet it hits the ceiling and then bends.
No.
The stars hanging
No.
off on its side.
Honestly, I kid you. Every year we go and get a tree. We get a real one. And
Charlie, if you scroll a little bit up in the 2 Year Break chat that you don't talk in anymore, you will actually see my Christmas tree.
Oh yeah.
And my little video that I tagged you in because I thought you would have found it the funniest, and you never replied. So.
Did I reply?
Oh wait, you did. Yeah, so you do know I've got a Christmas tree in there.
Oh, do I? Oh mate, that video was hilarious.
Tree looks class, man. We put our decks up a few weeks ago. Oh yeah, got a real tree, have you? Yeah, I put it up. Oh yeah, all decorations, everything. Yes, you've seen the video.
What tree looks class, man?
That's you must have been on autopilot. That's really
Charlie
bad.
was.
Oh mate, it was at 19 minutes past 7 in the morning. You know, I was like, I was
That's
deep
a quick
into
sweep.
the commute. I was deep.
A quick
into the
sweep
commute.
through the messages. Yep. Yes, mate. Good. Class tree. Done.
And apologies, I haven't responded to your latest yet. Yes, you have a cute kid. What else have I missed on this chat? No, nothing else. I'll
So,
respond
Dan,
later.
Dan, how have you been? Any new? Have you got like 3 more kids or something? What's going on?
No, still got the one. She's good. We've
Hold on, yeah.
We've not put our Christmas decks up. I think honestly we've been like, because we normally get a real tree as well. Last year was absolute ag because we moved into the flat, which is up like 2 flights of stairs, and our living room is upstairs, so technically 3 flights of stairs.
Yeah.
And we were like, "There's no way we're dragging it." Last year we had to drag a real Christmas tree up those 3 flights of stairs, and it was
mate.
fun.
Have you seen how much fake trees are though?
I know.
Like
Do you know what?
a decent one?
We're gonna wait till after Christmas and then get a fake tree, but like in the sales.
Just put it up in February. Go rogue.
Have Christmas in January, but
people go, they're so original.
So yeah, we've not done anything yet. I don't know if we will, but I should be wearing the bar humbug hat because I'm.
I was about to say, do you want me to
give me the hat?
Yeah, you able to do that.
Where are you at the moment?
I'm in an IIIT'S hotel in Bristol.
Why?
IBS.
IBS hotel.
I'm coming.
No,
I'm en route.
Are you on work duty?
Yeah, I'm away for work this week. So, but rather than miss out on providing this fantastic content for our fans, I thought
you're so committed. Well, fair enough. George, you put anything up yet? Christmas wise?
Yeah, I did it all. Not long after you, actually. I think.
Really? Oh well, yeah.
No, the week after you, on Brad's birthday weekend. I think.
What?
No,
on Sunday.
You did it the day after, don't worry.
Day after, yeah.
Yeah,
day
after.
I always wait till Brad's birthday's out of the way.
Because it's Christmas. It's your birthday in all of our households.
Yeah.
What? And has everyone done their shopping yet?
No.
I'm so organised this year.
What? You have
I've
not?
done it last week.
That's why he's so busy. He's actually in Lakeside shopping.
Mate, I got to Lakeside at 9:30 in the morning, and I left at 2:30 p.m.
Oh. And you done it all?
I done it all.
That's pretty good going.
My God.
Oh
yeah,
mate, I was on beast mode. I would walk into a shop and I go, no, pick 2 things out. No. Yes, this is the one. This is the one. And do you know what's the worst thing though? I walked into a toy store looking for something for one of my nieces, and I ended up leaving with a 3D puzzle of the globe for myself.
Oh my God, Charlie!
And no present for my niece. I went, oh my God, this is quality. I played it off as if it was a present, though.
Is that getting wrapped up for yourself, or are you just?
No, I've already started it. I've already done about an hour and a half's worth. I've built Antarctica. There's a long way to go.
We're building
up. To see updates throughout the process. If that's
I'll let
cool.
you know. Yeah, I'll let you know.
We're building up a picture of why you're so swamped now.
Mate, I'm so busy, honestly. Work, absolutely nothing going on at work. You got the World Cup on, which I'm loving. I've been doing my Christmas stuff. I'm busy, mate. Busy.
Puzzles. Yeah,
puzzles.
Well,
I sat there in my dressing gown for like 4 hours sweating this puzzle, and then I only done like Antarctica. Do you know what? There's like 1,000 pieces. Somewhere. No, once I've finished, I'll wrap it up and give it to someone.
Charlie.
Merry Christmas. Here's
Merry Christmas.
I've done all the work for you.
Yeah. Oh, just appreciate it. Anyway, sorry to hijack. Right.
This podcast is supposed to be a bit Lovin Every Day related, but we do also want it to be a bit Christmassy, right?
So Christmas every day.
Yeah.
Christmas every
day. Christmas every day.
Yeah, like that. So I want to do one Christmas question. I don't know whether I should save it to after. I'm just going to do it now.
Just do it now.
I want to know, and Brad's not going to like this question.
Oh no!
No,
it's about roast dinners. No. It's about roast dinner. No, it's about roast dinner.
Everyone's favourite part of a Christmas.
There you go. It's going to be roast dinner. I'll do it.
Pigs in blankets. Everything else can fuck itself.
Fuck itself.
Well,
Well, maybe the Yorkshire puddings as well, but no. Other than that,
Oh,
everyone go do one.
that's rogue though, because technically you're not meant to have Yorkshire puddings with like turkey for Christmas dinner, because that's like a.
Yeah,
What do
well,
you mean?
I'm not. You're not supposed to eat roast dinners every Sunday, but every fuck does.
What do you mean?
Whoa,
No!
sorry. I'm so
Wow,
sorry.
bleep that out,
I'm
bleep
so
that.
sorry. Oh,
Bleep that.
Woo!
Bleep
Oh
that.
my good lord!
I just-
No, that's got to go. That's
We've got a limit.
that is
We've got to limit our
offensive to
speed.
those who are dedicated. We're actually we're quite keen on having a roast on Sundays at home.
so you've moved on from your Indian and white chocolate bar.
Yeah.
Are you okay about that? Doesn't. Oh look. Technically, would rather an Indian, wouldn't you? You wouldn't like. There's so
No,
many more things out there people would rather eat.
no,
But
no,
no. We've got to have our roast dinner on
no,
Sunday,
no,
haven't we?
no.
Fuck off.
I'm cool with it.
I'm leaving the podcast. I'll be back when roast dinners are over.
Well, I'll tell you. I'll tell you what I love. There's a couple of things actually. In fact, I
Yeah.
quite like all of it, to be fair. But Dan, you'll appreciate this first one: Brussels sprouts, but with
Oh.
pancetta.
Yeah,
God,
yeah.
Mm,
you
Everyone's-
know it.
Everyone hates Brussels sprouts, right? And
No, I don't. I love them.
No, but yeah, it's because people have got this view that Brussels sprouts are these like overly boiled, like soggy mess. Don't cook them like that. Cook them,
Exactly.
pan fry them in a bit of pancetta,
Pancetta, yeah, bosh.
little bit, maybe a little bit of butter and some garlic, and
Oh,
oh,
stop
you know.
it! Stop teasing me. I know.
That's of course. There's ways to make them tasty.
Absolutely.
I'm pretty sure we've had this conversation about this pancetta Brussels sprouts.
yeah, Dan
bollocks
brought it
before.
up last year. I
Last
remember.
year,
Yeah, Brussels.
yeah.
we spoke about
Charlie's
last
adopted
year.
it.
I think
I
I
love
agree
it.
with Brussels. Brussels is my favourite.
Yeah, with the pancetta, yeah, not pancetta.
That's
Yeah.
mental, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm with Brad. Pigs in blankets all the way.
I do love them. I do love them.
I always get annoyed at Christmas because my nan
They're
used to
always
not make enough,
make
and
enough.
it'd be like two each, and I'd be like,
No,
That's
No.
that's come on,
no,
Yeah.
what do you mean two each?
two each.
No, how about I have most of them, and then I won't eat the other stuff.
If someone said to me two each, I'll be like, oh, and then I'll go to my sister like, oh no, it's snowing outside, and then quickly scoop them onto my plate. And just do that with everyone. George, are you in camp pancetta?
you know what? I've never had it.
What?
Are you camp?
Right.
No, sorry, you said pigs in blankets.
Hang on,
I'm
hang on,
pigs in
hang on,
blankets,
hang on.
but
You've never wait. So
the only
let's just clarify here, George. You've never had
Go on,
pancetta, or you've never had Brussels and pancetta.
no. So I've never had Brussels and pancetta. I've only ever had the boiled to fuck Brussels.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah, the shit Brussels.
Yeah, and
shit.
I just think that's a byproduct of whoever's making your Christmas dinner. With all due respect to them, they probably don't view they probably don't view them as very important or high value in the meal, so therefore boil them to fuck. Just thinks, oh, we'll get them on the plate because they're supposed to be there, but doesn't actually graft anything of beauty from it. I think that's probably what it is.
I quite like them.
No, yeah, that's because you've been told
that's because
that's
you've been
how you
forced-
eat them.
yeah,
You've
it's
been
because you've been
forced to
forced-
eat them that way. You've not.
forced
I
fed.
don't like Brussels sprouts either, but I have eaten them when they've been cooked in like with bacon or pancetta, and they are actually okay.
He'll say
I
tolerable.
still wouldn't. Yeah, tolerable. But the Brussels sprouts boiled are not tolerable.
No.
Oh,
Well, my
See,
my
I
dad
would
will
say
listen
they're
to it.
tolerable.
He'll be offended by this. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, then learn to cook Brussels sprouts, eh?
Well, I
And
think
and apologies from all of us. Right, next question.
Loving every day. I think we should.
I
think
feel
we
like
should move on.
I've put this hat on and immediately become against Christmas more and more.
Yeah, it's
No,
bizarre.
don't
To be
It's
honest,
doing its job.
it's doing.
So Christmas.
What's your
every day?
favourite Christmas item at McDonald's, Brad?
It's got to be.
I
Do they
don't-
do anything
no,
for
I
seasonal?
Yeah, if they do, I don't eat it. I don't want it.
Pattern
I
on
don't-
the coffee mug.
Yeah,
The
I
cheese
don't want.
bites
I
are
don't
nice.
want their festive. I don't want their
Yeah.
festive stuff. I
The
want.
cheese bites are good.
Yeah, they're all right.
I'll move on.
Why are you pushing McDonald's, George? What are you doing here?
Loving every day. So song, loving every day. We've got some questions.
Have we?
Yeah,
Have
go
we
on.
actually?
Yeah, we've got some questions.
Really?
We had 3 questions, all pretty similar.
Mm.
So, random hero spotting, Casey Jane Clark and Damien Spencer on Instagram all basically asked how Charlie Simpson came to be on the track.
Well, Charlie Barnard is called Charlie Barnard.
Yeah,
so
that's
then
me.
he's friends with anyone else that's called Charlie.
All the Charlies, yeah.
Yeah. So they've just got this big group chat going with Charlie.
Big group chat.
So Charlie went on the Charlie group chat and was just like, "Oi, Simpson, want to be on a record?" And he was like, "Charlie, yeah, sure, mate," because we both know.
Yeah.
All right, that's going nowhere.
He doesn't know who I
No, he doesn't.
am.
In short, the short answer is our producer Clint worked with Charlie and the rest of Busted on their would you call it a comeback album?
Yeah,
The 2019 album?
2019, halfway there.
Halfway there.
Yeah. So he
Halfway
worked on
there.
that with them and the other producer Gil Norton.
Yeah.
And then he ended up working with Charlie on his solo project as well.
Yeah.
And then obviously we've been a fan of Busted and Fight Star anyway.
Yeah.
And when we were writing Lovin Every Day, originally it was our Charlie Barnard singing on the track.
That's
and then
me.
we were like, we should really try and get some collabs on like some bigger artists than us on the cut on there. And
Absolutely.
I was like, I think I mentioned it to Clint, and he was like, yeah, I was thinking about this already. And then he hit Charlie up, and Charlie was politely accepted the
Excused.
offer. And
yeah, and I was politely excused from my part.
yeah, you was get rid of Barnard and bring Simpson.
I ran for the hills and said, "Take it." I think my voice went up.
Which is why when we play it live, I don't sing it. Charlie does.
Yeah, there is
Yeah.
a version. There is actually a version.
And
that I sing.
actually, I heard it yesterday.
Did you?
Yeah, because I
What
was
do you
on
think?
my. It was quite good actually.
It's actually alright. I mean, the Simpsons way better, but I do listen to it from time to time and go, Chaz, you could have made that. You could have made that your own. No,
Yeah.
it's way better. Like
It wasn't one of those. It wasn't one of those
No.
moments where I heard you sing on a track and in the background I was going, "He can't be doing that live."
No,
He can't be doing that live.
We can't have that.
I feel really mean now. I'm messing. But
No,
when we were
no.
away recording recently, there was something you couldn't hit, or you was having a moment, and I kept going to George. I was like, you kept going. Was that all right? I'm not sure. So, and then Clint was like, yeah, go again, and then it would mute us so you can hear us, and I'd look at George and go, he can't be doing that. Live. He can't be doing that live. Yeah, it's good, mate. Go again. Can't be doing that live.
How savage is that? I was like having a meltdown. You go, you can't be doing that. Can't be doing that.
Yeah, give it one more go, mate. Give it one more.
Yeah,
No.
give it one more. Can't be doing that.
Yeah.
No, we were
No.
we weren't bantering.
It wasn't like that.
Mate,
It wasn't as bad.
That part is really high. But do you know what though? I've been doing it and it's fine. It was just. I think when I went in the booth, I don't know.
Is it the bit that's been chopped up?
Yeah.
Like, just
Yeah,
before
yeah,
that bit? Was that,
yeah.
was that, yeah, it was that.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
sounds
Which
sick,
code
man.
name? The demo was called McDonald's.
McDonald's, yeah, exactly. Because it was written.
yeah.
The first audio recording named itself McDonald's because I was humming it outside of McDonald's in Camden. In fact, I wasn't. I was outside the underworld, but McDonald's is down the road.
Yeah, why did you call it
Right,
McDonald's?
okay.
I don't because there
That
was
was
no
the reason, yeah.
Yeah, but there's
Because
no.
it was near a McDonald's.
I was near
McDonald's.
one.
Yeah, but there's no McDonald's like that.
Near the underworld.
No, you'd think you'd call it Camden Station or something.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
To be fair,
Or
you-
Underworld, yeah.
I've got into his head. I've put McDonald's into your
My phone
into your
must have. Yeah, my phone must have
I
you.
don't know what it was.
But yeah, sorry, we've spiraled, but
Massively.
that was
That's new
how
music.
we got Charlie.
But yeah,
That's how we got Charlie on the
Oh,
track.
yeah, new music.
Oh, go on, George.
go
Any
on.
more questions?
Yeah, right. What goes into your writing process, and what inspirational quips do you have or use? What does quips mean?
techniques maybe, or like
I
Just
thought
like
quick
little-
was like a quick.
Is it like kind of your process
I thought it was
techniques?
I thought it
or
was more of like a.
Like little tips or tricks. I
little
don't really
little
Oh,
know.
I
things that
thought a
you
quip was
do.
almost like, "Oh, stop quipping at me."
Aren't
I thought it was like a
I don't know
rude, like
about
a
that.
I
mean.
think I
I've
just
never
I
heard
just
Yeah, look,
do
to make a
sharp.
clever, usually taunting remark,
Yeah,
a
a
witty
sharp,
or funny
sarcastic remark.
observation or response usually made on the spur of the moment.
Oh, we
Something
don't use any of
strange,
them.
droll, curious, or eccentric.
I don't really use quips then.
No,
No, we don't use them to write.
Wait, ask the question again, George.
What goes into your writing process? What inspirational quips do you have or use?
Inspire. Now say that. Now say that, but with the
I
definition.
I think said person has used the wrong term here, but we're not going to mug off our fans.
No, but because one of the things is a witty or funny observation or response usually made on the spur of the moment.
I think we should just
So,
accept
like,
the
maybe-
answer to the question.
shave them on. That's like a bit quippy, if that's the
Is it
correct
quippy?
use of quip.
Okay.
Do you get what I mean?
All right, I take it
I
back.
don't want us to get
Take
any
it back.
tweets or
Inspirational
anything,
quips.
so
Let's
I
move
think we should
past
just
quips.
answer the question.
Move
All
past
right, go
it.
on. Ask the question. Ask the question. Again.
Ask the question again. I've forgotten it. I was so focused on
What
quips.
basically what goes into your writing process and what inspirational quips do you have or use? I've said it again.
Writing process.
Quip doesn't sound like a real word anymore, does it?
Quip. Quip.
That is a
Yeah,
hard
that's-
question to answer, isn't it?
Well, it's like it changes every time, right?
Exactly, there's not
sometimes
really a
you'll
set
write
way.
something. Sometimes I'll write something. Sometimes Clint will write
Clint writes
something.
something.
Sometimes we'll write bits and bobs, and they all merge into one. And then sometimes, Clint will
Sometimes
write something that we then throw our little
sing
like
stuff on.
mark on.
Sometimes Dan will come up with an unbelievable chorus out of nowhere, and you'll go, "What
Well,
the
this
fuck?"
is the thing. Like this time around, we just recorded some new music, and we wrote like the lyrics and melodies quite differently to what we usually would. We basically wrote them all in the studio, didn't we?
Yeah. That was true.
It was in the 7 days we were there. We wrote every lyric.
Yeah,
pretty
it was
much.
pretty much for five songs, wasn't it, or something like
And
that?
a couple and a lot. Some of the
lot.
melodies were pre-written at home.
Yeah.
Some of the melodies, me and Charlie were in like in one of the bedrooms whilst the others were recording, drinking red wine.
Yeah.
Do you remember that first night where we had a breakthrough and we were drinking the red wine and we were
we
like,
played that game where it was like write some things down that you see in the room. So you're going like lamp, toaster, and then it's like write a sentence using those two words. And then when we got to the end of the exercise, we read it all out, and I just thought, I have no idea how that's helped.
yes, but it did it not? It did.
But it might not. It might not have though. We might have just got a little bit more drunk, and then all of a sudden things started to flow.
I think what I would say.
I thought we wrote quite a
I loved it. It was
interesting story. It sounded like a weird, like a guy was losing his mind, the walls were dripping down, but then he just and then he was happy or something. It was like, and then he went really normal.
Yeah, there was a twist.
Yeah,
I think what I would say.
Yeah, that was it. It turns out he'd been drinking and he was just drunk.
I think we were just drunk.
yeah. But after writing this, I think we're just drunk. That was it. Something like that.
Oh, what was you going to
Sorry,
say, Dan?
Yeah, no, I was just going to say.
Been on the edge.
No, that's fine. I think we do generally have a topic that we're going to write around before we kind of start writing lyrics. It's just, there's usually something that we go, right, we want this song to be about this topic, and then we'll try and like work the lyrics and stuff and the melody around the topic.
And
Brad,
specifically, Lovin Every Day.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt, Charlie. Lovin Every Day. If I remember correctly, we've said this before. Sometimes when we're singing melodies, we will sing random words, and sometimes those words might actually end up fitting or helping. And I'm pretty sure "Lovin Every Day" was one of the made-up things that Charlie was singing, which then inspired us to write about. Because I said it sounds quite sarcastic.
Yeah, you said, "Can we keep loving every day, loving every day?"
Yeah, and I said I wanted. It kind of sounds a bit like you're sarcastic about, same day again and again and again. We love it, yeah. Fucking can't wait for this again.
exactly. Yeah.
So then that helped us then inspire
And I
the
think
rest of the lyrics.
I think a lot of songs on that first album, because they were written during lockdown. Obviously, they were kind of inspired by the stuff that was going on around us at the time.
Yeah,
And
I agree with that
Yeah, because
actually.
"Lovin Every Day" I don't think is a lockdown song.
no.
It's about feeling isolated
Mm.
and
But we
lonely and just doing the same thing again. But that did happen whilst a lot of people
could relate
were
to
in
it through
lockdown
that. Yeah.
anyway. So it kind of was like a bit of a. There was two
Yeah,
inspirations going on that merged into the same kind. Because people lock themselves away and stay away from people and whatever when they're feeling like that, regardless of whether there's a lockdown or something. People can get in their own heads and sort of isolate themselves anyway. So it's
Yeah.
about isolating yourself, whether you're forced to or not.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. And I think that obviously for us, I don't know, maybe, don't know about you guys, but for me, like the lockdown that happened and the forced isolation, it kind of made us all kind of feel those kind of emotions and things that maybe normally we wouldn't do, because
Yeah.
like normally it wouldn't.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, normally George and Dan are like emotionless anyway, so they
Yeah.
got to experience what me and
Yeah,
Charlie
that's
experience on a regular month.
Okay, yeah. On a
Finally, our
near-side
band members were all relating to each other.
That is.
But yeah,
That's pretty. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'd say.
yeah. What was you going to say about lyrics, Charlie?
I was
I've
going to
forgotten.
say, in terms of the subjects of the songs that we've just been doing, you were quite at the forefront of sort of picking what those
Yeah, I don't
subjects
know
are.
how or why. I think
But
I just hear things and then
what
I get attacked.
I've,
I'm like, oh, that makes sense to be that.
yeah, I feel like
Like
with these
McDonald's.
songs,
Yeah.
all I was going to say was with the first album, it felt very much like it was centered around mental health and anxiety and depression and things like that, and feeling sad and feeling like um, struggling with emotionally connecting with others and stuff like that. Now this one feels a lot more angry. Do you know what I mean? I feel like we got
Yeah, and
angrier.
I think a lot of bands have.
Yeah,
I think it's because the Do You Want to Find Love album was a bit more like that was what was going on,
yeah,
or at
exactly.
least had recently happened, or we could all relate to it, even if it wasn't happening to all of us at the same time.
Yeah,
Whereas now we've kind of done a lot of work on ourselves, and we all I all guess are in a better place at the moment.
yeah.
I don't want to write lovey-dovey tunes.
No, no. I want
I
to get
mean, it's
angry.
nice to write, but there's things that now instead actually are annoying us and
Annoying.
quite
Yeah,
frustrating us in the current world. Whether that's loads of different things. So
there's loads of
yeah, I
different.
get what you mean. These next 5 tunes, well, to the next lot of music that we're making, we have just recorded 4 or 5.
Five.
Yeah, are probably going to be a bit more angrier and less about. Well, they're still kind of attached to mental health because
Yeah,
those
of
things still make
course.
us feel that way. But
Any more
you
questions?
said something about Is there any more questions, George?
I've got a question.
If it's about what I think you're going to say, then no. Then no.
What?
Well,
Oh.
okay, we can. Normally, we talk about the video
Oh.
and stuff like that. But George was about to say, "I've got a question. Who wants a taste?"
No.
Oh.
No.
Oh, you wasn't.
Let's pretend I wasn't. I was actually going to say,
Oh, for fuck's sake.
why don't we talk about the video a little bit?
No, it's just quick. But who remember? Like, I'm gonna assume you've because we all turned up after like being busy, so I'm assuming we haven't watched it. What do we remember from it last time we saw it?
Oh, it's been a while, but I remember George. You I think did the idea of having the cardboard cutout originate from you? Was that right? And then Brad,
I had the
you
original
developed that.
cardboard idea, and then
Yeah.
it was developed, yeah.
And then I sent a video of myself to Charlie Simpson to double check he was okay with us using
Oh yeah,
um,
yeah.
with us using the cardboard
It's
cutout. Just 'cause
confirmed
we were like,
he likes it.
yeah, he was like, yeah, he was fine with it. So we were
Yeah.
like, right, let's do it.
There's,
I'm glad he was, because that cardboard cutout has been quite useful.
There's actually quite a
I've
lot.
had a few of them now.
There's quite a lot of interesting stories about this music video. There's didn't Charlie drive like 2 hours to get a bed?
No, that was
Yeah,
downtime.
no, that was downtime, mate. You're getting your things mixed up. This one was actually quite easy in terms of like props. What was fun was
the
George
posters.
went through. Yeah, George found basically that room in the music video where we're on the bed or we're playing the instruments around the bedroom. We individually stuck all those on this corner of a
Just from
of a
Kerrang
room
magazines, wasn't it?
and converted that corner of this studio.
Mm.
We put a carpet there, we put a bed there, and then because that studio had like a area to sleep, but it was too small to film in,
Yeah.
so we pulled the bed out of there, put it in this corner of a room, and stuck all the posters up around the room, and they were all posters from George's collection of Kerrang magazines.
That's it.
And we had to go through them all and pick the bands that we liked and wanted on there, and then stuck them all. Stuck as many as we could.
Purposely putting Charlie Simpson on there quite a few times.
There's a lot of hidden Charlies.
There was a lot of busted and Charlie. And, yeah.
Also realised how much a certain band who we won't mention but were cancelled.
Yeah,
for quite rightly.
Yeah, it's actually fucked up how many like we were going through it and going, fucking hell, they were in like there was so many, not loads, but there was a few bands that were obviously because these magazines are from like 2010 to 2014 or whatever.
Well, even before that,
even before that, and there was a few dodgy bands in there that aren't bands anymore, rightfully so.
Yeah.
And we'd be scrolling through the page and go, oh no, rip that one out.
Get rid of it, the fuckers.
I think at one point we had them all up and like.
Oh yeah, we didn't.
Someone noticed was like,
spotted one
hang
of
on
them.
a minute.
Was like,
yeah, we were like we did.
But that
we
was
did
after
we
we
did
started filming.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't.
No, there was one where we started filming, and then it was like, we need to take that off. Fuck, we have to do that shot again. It was like we only took a couple of takes.
I think it was after that we then went up and down the wall, being like,
yeah.
That band's okay. That band's okay.
The thing is, this particular poster was directly in the centre, just to the right of your head. Right, it couldn't have been any more visible. But we were just like, yeah, that looks great. And then you'd go, oh fuck.
Well, if you, I mean, I've not counted, but if you look at that wall, there's like.
There's loads.
There's loads of photos on there.
Oh yeah.
There was. I'm glad that we double checked.
Clean up was quite a task, and Dan, I think after like putting up a few posters, you was like, you told me to basically ration the blue tack because I was like putting 4 big splodges. By the end of it, I was like putting a smidge. Going, anyone got any? I just put a tiny little smidge here. I was going back on old posters and taking bits off.
To be fair, you had torn off like a whole corner of the blue tack just to get one poster.
Like I get like 4 posters up with using one big stick of it. We have to go and get more.
my favourite, I think one of my favourite things about that video was sitting on the chair with the Charlie Simpson cardboard cutout and pretending that he was real.
Yeah.
And eating like popcorn and hiding and
the Scary Movie one.
Yeah,
shot is one of our favourites. That's amazing. What fun fact, that is the same place we shot the Bit Bright music video as well.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Yeah.
And in case no one got what we were doing, it was basically meant to be like
it's like Groundhog Day.
Our shit version of Groundhog Day, I was living the same day again and again and again.
But just go
and over time, over time, I've just been like accepting that. Well, this thing keeps appearing and it's all fucked up. I'm just going to embrace the mess.
Yeah.
And that Charlie Simpson was basically meant to be that thing that's keeping me there, I think. And we tried to make it look like at the end that it was dealer kind of controlling it
Controlling
all
the
again, because
situation.
we've not gone too deep into it, but we've tried to, like, after Bit Bright, have dealer kind of, it's almost like he's pulling the strings on a lot of stuff, and
Yeah,
you're not.
he's a bit of like a
Is he
massive.
still stuck in down tight, or is it all
Yeah,
real?
he's a bit of a naughty little. He's a nasty man.
He's a naughty little elf.
he's like our mascot. But he's nasty.
Yeah. When we just quickly, when we had dealer on stage the other night at the show,
Yeah,
did you enjoy it, or was you slightly scared of him?
I was scared.
I
I hadn't
hugged him.
seen him in ages.
I hugged him at the end because I was just happy we did it. But then I was
Yeah.
like, also like, I'm hugging something that creeps me out.
Yeah, I hadn't seen him in ages, so I forgot how scary it was when he turned up.
I liked that they came on and then pulled. So they came on with a full mask, but then they'd cut out where their mouth is, and then they pulled it off to because they did some vocals. They screamed over Bit Bright. I just liked how it. I saw them take it off and was like, oh shit, that's. I mean, I knew they were going to do that, but when I saw it, I was like,
It was
that's it.
like different. Yeah,
It did look cool.
Yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, there you go. That's pretty much
That's
loving
it.
every day, isn't it?
That's loving
That's
every
loving
day.
I
every
think
day.
so. Has anyone got any other little bits about the video, or all good?
All good.
All good.
I'd love to have a taste.
What you were? Ah,
I love
you,
having
right.
taste every day.
Someone segue into it.
I thought I just
Tasting
did.
every day. Tasting every day.
Okay, Dan, you have a go.
Please. Please don't give me the beer we had last time, because that would be a shame. That was.
Do you know what I love to do every day?
Fucking hell.
Taste the
Just
beer.
fucking get the beer.
Hello.
Get
My
the
name's Dan, and I'll tell you this now. My favourite thing to do every day is have a taste with 2 Year Break.
Disclaimer: we don't do that every day. Let's get
No,
the
we
taste.
don't. No, we don't. And we're back with a taste. What have we got? This time we have got Charlie. Do you want to chant the song? Do you want to sing it, or do you just want to say it? What is it called?
Wheels on fire. Wheels on fire. Yeah.
So I thought you might be in the World Cup.
The World Cup.
vibes, like, Wheels on fire.
Your defence is terrified. Wheels on fire. I used to sing that
It's
about
by Full Circle Brew Co. It is a 6.1%.
I know. I was going to say, have you seen that? It's like
quite high.
I know. And
anything
Dan,
above 6, I always panic.
I'm not great at this. I always forget. What's a DDH IPA?
It's a double dicked. Jokes. Double dry hopped.
Double dip.
Don't drink.
Double dipped.
Don't drink. Don't drink
Something.
here.
Don't drink here. Yeah.
Double dry.
Right, everyone let's get the clicks. Let's get the clicks.
Oh yeah. Is it that? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh no, mine's fizzing up.
Oh no.
We got a glass. What we got? Glasses. Dan, what have you got? If you're in a hotel, have you got a glass? You got a cup?
I got a little plastic cup.
It looks like a little mulled wine you've bought from like Winter Wonderland, and you're just having a little.
Mate, I mean, how
sippy.
fucking tight are Ibis in the fact they don't give you a glass anymore? They give you a plastic cup. It's not when I say plastic, like cardboard type thing.
Not even one of the clear plastic ones.
No.
Maybe it's not because they're tight. Maybe it's like a health regulate. Maybe they're trying to make sure you don't.
Why
I don't know. Smash it and.
Who, me?
No. My logic popped up and went, something has interrupted, and I thought, yeah, you've interrupted me. Sorry. Look at this. This is awful. It's just I couldn't pour it properly because it started going everywhere.
Charlie, you're lagging out everywhere.
No, he's back. Oh.
Oh no,
I can see. It looks like a cartoon beer where they just.
I'm not going to let
Can we
that
just double
impact
check
the
before we have a
score.
taste what the flavours are in this?
Oh
We've
yeah,
got-
let's see if we can get those notes.
It looks like it's going to be pineapple-y.
Oh, yeah.
I can't find
what
it. What's it say? It doesn't really say.
Barley oats. No.
Barley oats.
Oh.
No. I reckon we just get into it because I can't find
Barley
anything anywhere. Right.
Hops. Syropop. Columbus Galaxy Citra Strata.
Syropop.
Yeah, what the fuck? Strata.
That smells.
Alright, well,
that smells
Let's
Sit
great.
ask
down.
Mouse do the talking.
That smells great.
It's fizzier than normal.
What do you mean the normal?
Or is that the wheels on
Have you
fire
had this
part?
before?
Is that the fiery bit to it?
Have you had it before? Oh, it's fizzier than I remember it.
No, as in it's hot. It feels fizzier than these type of beers.
So I'm drinking like
I
a
dunno.
coffee.
I think that's where. Do you get? Am I overthinking? Am I overthinking the name of this, or am I like getting a little bit of like there is a little tingle, like it is a little bit. It's not spicy, but there's like a little tingle. Anyone?
I don't know.
No, I don't know. I don't know about that, mate.
I don't know. What I will say though, 6.1%. So straight to my head.
I need a few more sips, you know.
Yeah, one more sip and then I'm getting involved.
Guys, you're insane if you can't feel the tingle on your tongue as you sip on that.
That's what a beer tastes like, Brad.
No, there's a difference to it. I've just had a beer beforehand.
Yeah,
I just
shit.
had a
beer.
Madry. Oh, Madry is not shit. Madry's a good beer.
He's been brought in by the marketing.
Yeah,
The
you've
rating,
been
the
brought
rate-
into that, and yeah.
No, I was drinking it before it was in on the shelves.
Oh, fuck
Where did you
you.
get it?
Yeah.
Where did you get it?
No,
I was
I'm
drinking it
gonna
before it
defend.
was cool.
I'm going to
It was in the Checkers.
I'm going to defend Brad here. One, yes, it was
Here
in
you
the Checkers. Two, I had that. I had that at the start of the year before, and I'd never heard of it. I
Yeah,
found
and
it in a
now it's
random pub.
it's in all the pubs,
Yeah.
and when you go past some of the pubs, there the little barriers they put out sometimes
Yeah.
have marketing on the beer marketing on
Yeah.
it. They're all
Yeah.
Madry but marketing now.
Yeah, it's because they're pushing the Madry, the shit beer.
Yeah,
And,
it's
and,
not shit.
and do you know
It's
what?
not. It's not shit.
It's
not shit, it's chocolate.
And do you know what it? Do you know what it says on it? It
What?
says El Alma de Madrid. Do you know what that means?
I'm sure you're going to tell us.
Madrid.
No, it means the soul of Madrid.
That's it.
Oh, the
El Alma de Madrid. And you actually say it, Madrid. Madrid. Yeah.
Oh, the
That's
soul
how you
of
say
Madrid.
it. It's got,
Brewed
an apostrophe on the I. Anyway, what are you
in
rating
Newcastle.
This?
Um,
What are you rating this? Because we're not drinking Madrid. Every time my rating palette has gone all over the gaff.
Right, let me just kick it off. It's a 7. Fine.
Really, because the first.
Do you actually think it's a 7, or are you not? Or are you just saying
Or you
7?
memeing?
I'm not memeing. That's a 7.
Because the first
I
sip I had.
think I think it's a 6 for me.
Really, the first. Where are you going, Dan?
I'm going to go for a 7 as well. Nice middle in the road.
The first sip I had, I was like, "Whoa, this is sensational!" And then every sip since then, it's gone down 0.5 every time. But I don't want. I started off at 9.
What?
I'm basically rating this on the fact that the other beers that I've rated highly, it's not beating. So there's no I'd either have to adjust my other scores
No,
or
I think
that's
it's.
fair.
that's not happening.
I think 7.5. for me.
Right. Little game.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Little
What have
game.
you made this time? It's
Now-
Lovin Every Day. What have you done?
Oh no.
So, we're all loving every day, but the game is called Not Loving Every Day.
Right, yeah. Okay.
What?
Okay.
Okay. Alright.
So, not quite on the level of puns that we're used to.
Not laughing every day. Alright.
Yep.
But the idea of the game I'm gonna read you a 1-star Google review
Oh, okay. I like the sound of this.
of a UK, one of the top UK attractions.
A top one. Oh,
A
fantastic.
top UK attraction, so it could be a place or a big attraction,
Yeah.
and you just need to tell me
What the
which
attraction
attraction
is.
they're talking about.
Fuck.
Oh,
That's
this
sick.
sounds hard.
That
Okay.
seems really hard.
Oh, I'm buzzing though.
Right, just remember, I'm gonna use my phone to get my
Phone is
notes.
fine. Just
Yeah.
don't cheat. You're only cheating yourself.
Notes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Let me
fair
see
enough.
my
You'll
notes.
see Dan's. Dan ain't got his monitor this time to go flash on.
Yeah. As it suddenly gets white
We know the
Play along at home.
browser's up.
like that.
Oh, this is brilliant.
Not loving every day.
Wait, Chaz,
Okay,
can you see it if I
alright.
change it, Chaz?
They're gone. Yeah. I can almost see the words in your face. Not loving every day. Brilliant.
Not loving every day because
Okay.
obviously these people are not.
I'm not loving every day that they've been.
Mm-hmm.
at this
I'm going to
place.
start off with a really easy one to get us going.
'Cause
Okay.
it tells you what it is.
So number 1,
Mm-hmm.
I don't see what the big fuss is, Europe. It's just a big clock. I'll go to a place that sells alcohol instead.
It's just a
And
big
that's a
clock.
1-star. It's just a big clock.
That is
a big-
hilarious.
Right, you've thrown me off.
That is
Because you
hilarious.
said- It's either someone from.
That is
Well, no,
hilarious.
I know what I think it is. But
That is
So
the
just
wording
to
just
sensational.
thrown me off a
reiterate,
bit.
these are UK tourist attractions.
Oh, okay. Yep. Then I know what it is.
Yeah, I think it
Yeah,
was.
cool.
Yeah, I know what threw you. That is sensational.
Like, I'm not sure if they're telling Europe that calm down. It's not that great.
They are, but
Or
you
if
know
it
how
was like,
people,
or if they've
people-
gone to Europe and said like, "What are you all on about? This is
No,
like."
they're
but
telling the people.
No, I think it's
Europe-
someone
if
who's
it's UK
not-
based,
not from
then
Europe.
yeah. So we all know what it is. Then 3, 2,
Yeah.
1. Big Ben.
Big Ben. It's just a big clock.
I'll go to somewhere that serves alcohol instead.
Thanks.
Brilliant.
Was your second thing Prague, Brad? By the way.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah,
Oh,
I was
wow,
thinking
yeah,
of that, the
Hanu-
clock where the guy
Hanushka's
got murdered up there, right, and then fell and broke it.
No, they
Yeah.
gouged his tongue and eyes out so that he couldn't communicate with anyone else because the clock that he designed was bringing tourism into Prague. So they did that to stop him giving away the secrets. So then he jumped on it, broke it. It was broken for 150 years. His name was Hanush.
There you go.
You can fact check any of that. I went on the.
That is the
walking
clock
tour.
in Prague. I can't
Yeah.
remember what it's called.
Amazing. Maybe we can get. I reckon we can get one of these little facts about everything. Right. Second question.
Well, I don't know.
I was disgusted. This was just a few rocks to look at and nothing else to do. They should knock it down and build an arcade.
Hold up.
Wait, sorry, it's still going. Sorry. Sorry, I thought it was
Let me start
over.
again, let me start again, let me start again. I was disgusted. This was just a few rocks to look at and nothing else to do. They should knock it down and build an arcade or a fun fair. Don't waste your time. What a silly place.
I'm sorry, but if this is what I'm pretty sure it is, I've driven past it multiple times. That would be the worst location for an arcade. Or
Yeah,
a fun fair.
agreed.
There's like nothing there. It's just a random spot in the
Yeah,
middle of the
it's-
countryside somewhere. There's nothing else going on.
There's no arcade going in there.
No.
I
Maybe
think
a
you need
big,
to
massive like Fort. You'd need like a Fort Park vibe, and then maybe people would travel there.
What a
You
silly
need
place.
infrastructure. You need infrastructure. You need
Well, they
the
can use the
train
stones.
station. Just a few rock. What a silly place.
I like that bit. What a silly place.
I love that. As if someone's designed it.
Okay,
Like,
okay.
it's
What are we saying? We ready? 3, 2, 1, all together.
Stonehenge.
Stonehenge.
Yeah, good.
Easy. I hope they get harder.
so
George.
fun.
We'll start
Yeah,
getting-
no, they're going to get harder, and this is where you're going to realise I know nothing.
It's just number 3.
Yeah.
I risked my life for a stupid
I need to stop.
Sorry.
I need to stop. I need to stop drinking as he reads these out because I end up choking. choking.
I risked my life.
Sorry.
I risked my
Yeah,
life.
based
Okay.
on an art
What?
attraction.
Yeah, risk my life. Yeah, right.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. I risked my life for a stupid picture, and now I need to ask someone else to risk their life to have a photo with my family.
What? That
I risked my life.
I risked my life for a stupid picture, and now I need to ask someone else to risk their life to have a photo with my family.
Okay, so it's a.
Don't give anything
somewhere-
away.
Yeah.
Where are you risking your life?
Well, the thing is, they're probably not. It's probably
That's
well
not-
over dramatised.
Oh.
There's probably barriers and stuff everywhere, wherever they are. They're
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Oh, it was so dangerous.
Yeah.
I
that
think this one is a bit hard, but yeah.
Is it? I'm just gonna risked my life.
Does anyone have an inkling at all?
No,
No,
if
I'm
honest,
gonna-
like if I was gonna, like if it was somewhere, like in my head, it's just somewhere up really high that looks cool, but you're kind of on the edge, and you probably couldn't fall off, but it looks like you could.
Yeah, I don't
that's
know.
what I'm
I've
thinking.
just
I guess-
I've
guess-
thrown
guesses
something
then,
out
yeah.
there. I've thrown something out there. So let's just do one by one this time.
Dan, have you got a guess at all yet?
Yeah, it's not a good one.
Mine's
Snowden.
not good.
Top of
I
Snowden.
put Snowden as well. I
Did you?
put Snowden. Yeah.
Okay, Brad,
I ain't wrote anything.
Oh.
any guess or you nah?
I'm just gonna pretend that. I'm just gonna say that I stole Charlie's answer from earlier and say Cliffs of Dover.
Oh yeah, it's a
Okay.
good shout.
I don't know
Actually,
why.
to be
I
fair,
don't know why someone's like on there taking like paid for an
risking
attraction.
their
or something.
life.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
So where has someone risked their life for a picture?
And then
It's,
and then I'll,
it's,
and then ask someone else to do it so their family can have one as well.
it's Abbey Road.
Oh,
Fucking hell,
that's
that
quite
was-
good actually.
See,
That.
well, isn't Abbey Road on a
Yeah, it's the crossing, isn't
zebra
it?
crossing?
It's-
So they're not
it's-
risking
yeah.
their life because you have to stop
Because
if
they're gonna
someone's there.
walk like that on it, and the cars are just gonna stop.
Yeah.
You know if you
Oh,
know
that's
if you live
pathetic.
round there. You know if you
Oh,
live
that
round
person-
there. Though.
That person is memeing one-starred it so that they get top comments on like what a funny post.
It is funny to be fair,
And I've
but like
fallen for it.
what like local traffic know, they'll see that and go, "Oh fuck's sake, not another fucking bunch of tourists."
Yeah. Anyone that lives there will be like,
Oh, not again.
fuck it,
Yeah.
again. They're doing it, and then I bet you the family all did the walk thing.
Yeah.
They were all like that.
Fuck's sake. Brilliant.
Risked my life.
That's
Oh my
brilliant.
god. See, risked my life made me think they were on top of something
Yeah,
really
yeah,
high,
Yeah.
and you know, like you're not
They've-
gonna die, but there's like the edge is there or nearby. Or
Yeah.
do you know what I would say is more dangerous? Have you ever gone into like you know when you go visit an old castle and you have to climb up them fucking spiral stairs in the little like tower thing?
Yeah.
Mate, if you like
Yeah,
take
they
one
are.
little accidental
Mm.
step, you're a goner, mate. That's more risk in life
Or Snowden.
Yeah.
than standing on the zebra crossing at Abbey Road,
Where the cars are obliged to
where,
stop.
where cars are obliged to stop, and if they don't, they're breaking the law.
Well, it was a three-way draw at the moment.
Right.
Here's number 4.
That one got a lot of airtime.
Right, bear with me.
Oh, it's an S.
I don't like heights, and I didn't like this. My wife and daughter loved it. I read the newspaper and pretended I was elsewhere. If you don't like heights, don't go near it. Apparently, the views are great.
Sorry, I got distracted by something else in the room. Could you repeat the
Sure.
comment, please?
Cut that.
That's hilarious.
don't like
listen to his excuse. Sorry.
I got distracted. All right, here we go. I don't like heights, and I didn't like this. My wife and daughter loved it. I read the newspaper and pretended I was elsewhere. If you don't like heights, don't go near it. Apparently, the views are great.
Oh, sorry. I totally read that. I read that wrong, as if
What's going on?
he wasn't on it, or there.
He's there.
Can I ask for a hint?
I've put something
Yeah,
down.
can
I'm
I
quite
ask for a hint
confident.
as
Like,
well?
is this?
No, you can't have a hint. I'm
this
confident.
okay? All
I'm
right. Well, I'm going to
confident.
ask. I'm going to say what I was going to say anyway, just to
Alright.
justify my potential answer.
Yeah.
I was going to say, is this a bit of a curveball where the term height doesn't necessarily relate to your classic viewpoint of what, if someone was talking about attraction, what height would mean?
What?
But you're not allowed to
Don't
answer.
answer that, George.
No.
Don't answer that.
So, Chaz,
You
you're
just-
confident. You don't want a clue.
I don't want a clue.
I'm gonna. Right. Well, I'm going with.
Because I don't want to
with
get
that
this right and then you should get it because you've got a clue.
Right, fine.
This guy commenting.
He's reading
He's
the
a joker.
newspaper.
He's
hilarious.
reading a newspaper and he's trying to make a joke.
Yeah.
And I think, he maybe attached a photo or didn't. And I've decided my answer is. Am I allowed to say or is Dan not?
Yeah,
his
yeah,
answer?
yeah, go on.
My
Go for
answer is he was on. he went on stealth at Thorpe Park and took a picture. And when you get to the top, it's a really cool view. So he took a picture with himself with a newspaper. Like, I'm hilarious.
I don't think he took
Okay.
a picture at all, did he?
No, it doesn't say that. But he
sorry,
said
okay.
I
Okay.
used the newspaper to pretend I was somewhere
Somewhere
else. So in
else,
my head,
yeah.
he's like,
Okay.
he's a funny guy.
I
He's a
see
funny
where you're
guy,
going with it, yeah.
and he's gone on stealth, and he's like,
Okay.
All right.
because I have no clue where the hell this
Dan?
person is.
Do you want me to go next? Seeing as I'm the least
Go on.
confident. I've just gone the Shard because it's the tallest, isn't it?
That's not a bad
That's a
shout,
cool-
to be
that's a-
fair.
No,
That's
it's
a
a
good
good
idea.
shout.
I
I'd
put
love it if my crazy idea was right.
the
Chaz.
I put the London Eye,
Ah.
Ah,
Good answer again.
but the Shard has thrown me.
Uh,
The
No,
stealth
you-
hasn't.
go on, tell me I'm right. Tell me I'm right, please.
no, Charlie had reason to be confident. It was London Eye.
Bosh, look at that.
Okay. All right.
Bosh. He just read a paper whilst he was going round. His wife and daughter
You
loved
can
it, except
see
pointing
where-
out all the buildings.
Yeah, and he's like, yeah, it's really good.
It
Yeah,
is
yeah.
boring, I won't lie.
I've been on it, and it was a foggy day.
Don't go on there if you and go to the toilet before you go on there. That's all I'm saying.
Is it long?
Yeah,
It takes
yeah,
about
yeah,
half hour,
Yeah,
and I was
Oh,
bobbing.
No, I'm not.
that's what I've never understood about at New Year's Eve or like
They're having champagne
leading
up
to
there.
midnight. You can go on that and have champagne, but like,
Where's the
where'd you
toilet?
piss?
Where's the WC?
Yeah,
There should be one up there on every thing.
just bring a milk carton.
Anyway, yeah.
So,
all,
yeah,
champagne
clearly
bottle.
my brain goes to very different places.
Alright, okay.
I
Cool.
just had a great image of this, like his wife and daughter in the front cart being like, "Wow!" and then him just being like,
I liked the idea. I did.
Yeah, yeah. The Shard did throw
'cause
me up.
sometimes these bad comments are kind of like a meme, and I was trying to see if I could play
Yeah.
on a meme.
How
I
many,
was pulled
how many
away.
questions we got?
Well, that was 4. Charlie's winning now.
Yeah.
Pulled away. 3-2-2.
I guess- Well, there's another
There's
4,
eight.
so I'll get a move on.
Yeah.
Right, number 5.
Yep.
Mm.
It's a lump of metal in the ground next to a motorway. Keep going and check out Penshaw Monument in Sunderland instead.
That's so specific, that bit at the end. The thing is, I don't even know what that Penshaw
I don't know that one.
thing
I
is.
don't know where that is, and I don't know what this.
It's a lump of metal in the ground.
I think I know what it is.
Oh, it's not.
I think I've got this. I think I've got.
I think I've
know
got
what
it. I think
I
I've
think
got
I
it.
know.
No,
what
I
it
thought I
is.
was going to put it back.
But I don't know the name of it. Can I check the name?
No.
Am I allowed to check the
No.
name?
No.
Well, I've lost it.
No,
If you explain exactly what it is, can we give him half a point or a point?
I think we can give him half a point if he explains
Half a
exactly what
point.
it is.
exactly what it is. So you go
But-
first.
The only metal thing that I can think of,
Yeah.
because like I said, this game is going to show you that I'm like,
Sunderland.
I just have no clue about anything about, other than what's immediately around me. Is that, I don't know, this might not even be in the UK. Is there this like big, huge statue thing with like expanded like arms out that look almost like plane things?
Yeah. Okay.
But I don't know what it's
I
called.
think we can give him half a point for that.
I think we give him half a point for that. What do you call it, Dan?
The
No,
Angel of the North.
The North, yeah, the Angel of
Oh.
the North, yeah.
Oh.
Is it the Angel
do you
of
know
the North?
what?
Do you know why? That's perfect because that is in Newcastle. That's a Sunderland fan that's written that.
George, are we right, George?
What?
Are we right?
Correct.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I've never been good at names. Like, if you say celebrities or that person in this film or whatever, I know what they look like, but I don't know names.
Yeah.
I'm happy with that half point.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
mate, to be
appreciate it.
fair,
right
you
there.
got half
Yeah.
point out of not knowing the name of something.
When I started doing this, was you like, oh shit, he knows.
He's got it.
He's
He's
got
got
it.
it.
Oh.
What is the thing in Sunderland?
They said
Charlie's going to check it out instead of the Angel of the
keep
North.
going and check out Penshaw Monument.
Penshaw Monument,
I'm
yeah,
I'm
Penshaw.
looking up Penshaw Monument.
Big up Penshaw Monument.
To be fair, it looks meh. It's just a couple of stones, isn't it? Might as well build an arcade or
Yeah, exactly.
fairground on it.
You just bring. Oh, look at that! I think the Angel of the
So
North is
shit.
better.
Yeah.
Yeah, but maybe there's better history behind it.
No,
It's
do
just
you
a
know
great
what?
temple.
No, yeah. If you look at it on Google Maps, it says it's a Victorian replica of a Greek temple.
That's not
Oh,
real.
come on.
Good job.
That's a Sunderland fan who doesn't like Newcastle.
I'm not having that. Right.
Yeah.
Number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Six.
6. Number 6.
That's
Now
hilarious.
bear with me. This is a long one.
Oh, great.
All right, okay. No, right, everyone, get your sips in now.
Yeah.
Long one. Okay, here we go. This was almost a full day's climbing, and my girlfriend was crying at one point. When we did get to the top, there was nothing there. Snowdon at least has a pub, restaurants, and a toilet.
Does it?
Luckily, we'd brought some sandwiches and drinks. So anyone climbing this one, be warned, there are no facilities at the top. The climb went on for far too long, and the last part was particularly steep and difficult. It was also cloudy at the top, so the view was non-existent. Hang on, last bit. The long walk back down was boring, and again took too long.
The thing is, the monument can't help the weather conditions.
Can't help anything.
I just love the fact that he was like, it took too long, like he had an idea of how long it was meant to take.
Fucking.
Okay,
Again.
I've climbed it.
Yeah.
I'm guessing the area. I don't know the names of mountains and things.
You're gonna get
I'm
0
assuming
points.
I'm gonna get no points, and my guess would be it's some kind of place in like near the Lake District or something.
Do you know what? That's not a bad guess. That isn't a bad guess.
I know Charlie knows this. Does Dan? Do you know it?
Yeah,
No,
I mean,
it's actually 50-50. It's 50-50.
yeah, it's 50. It's going to be one of the big three. The fact that it took longer to climb than Snowdon, or apparently in this guy's view, I'm going to go for Ben Nevis.
Yeah, that's what I thought
Which
because
is in
it
the
was
Lake District.
because it's the tallest.
No,
It's
Right,
not
okay.
it's not Scuffell Pike. It's Ben Nevis because that's taller than Snowdon, and it is very steep at the top, and there is nothing up there. And yes, it was very cloudy when I went.
Did you write this?
It's not Ben's fault.
But the thing is, when I walked up there though, I wasn't expecting a toilet.
no, it's a mountain.
I didn't even know
or
there
a
was
bar?
one.
Bar
No, I
or
wasn't.
Yeah, or a bar. Was you expecting a bar? I'm sorry. When you climb nature, nature's not there to give you rewards like that.
bar.
It's just nature just is there and it exists, and that's it.
There's
You
a
don't.
sheer drop as well.
Oh, so that's also potentially risk your life. Take a photo.
Well,
Yeah.
but
Would be
I
better for
couldn't
that,
see because
yeah.
it was so cloudy.
Okay, so George, are they correct? Is it Ben?
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
7.
Number 7.
Oh,
99% of this tourist attraction is actually late Victorian. Only the plumbing at ground level is Roman. Don't bother.
yeah, we've got that.
Really?
Yeah, I've got that. I've been there.
I actually don't know, and I'm just going to guess to the only place I've been that was maybe meant to be Roman.
I know Charlie would be good at this. Fuck.
Yeah, but I don't know the specific name for it, and again, I could be completely wrong.
Yeah,
So it's meant to be Roman, but they're saying only
this
the bottom
person thinks it's
floor.
Victorian. Only the
Well,
plumbing
late
is
Victorian,
Roman.
yeah.
Which they might be
any
right,
clue?
to be fair. I have no idea. They might be right.
I'm just going to go with what's like jumped into my head, but they've got some natural spring baths in Bath, so I'm assuming like
That's
the Roman
right.
baths in Bath.
The Roman baths in Bath, yeah.
Now, Brad, you have to be truthful now in what you were going to say.
I wasn't going to say Roman baths and baths. And we'll just leave it at that.
Is it mainly Victorian? I had no idea. They've got actually a famous
in
spa
my
down
head,
there.
In my head, which might not even be Roman, because I think it was maybe built. It was built by the Saxons, so I'm completely off. Don't worry.
What were you going to say?
I think it was the. I was in my head for the first thing that comes to my head was the castle in Colchester. That's like that. I think they used to defend themselves against the Romans.
Okay.
I can't really laugh at that. It's just,
I don't know.
it's quite,
I don't know.
yeah.
I think it was like where Boudica, whatever name is, what's her name?
Boudica.
Boadicea, Boudica.
Boudica.
I think it's something. I could be completely wrong here. Like, this is why you can't trust me on these things. But there's a castle in Colchester, which is which I think maybe they actually defended themselves against the Romans. It was built by the Saxons.
Oh, right.
Are we right, George?
Yeah, you're correct.
Yes.
The Roman baths, yeah, nice.
Roman baths in
I've
Bath.
been there. I've been there. It's not 1 star, but it's not 5 either.
I've also been there, and I don't know if it's 99% late Victorian, but it was all right.
It was fine. I didn't care that it was late Victorian. I didn't know.
It was built on the ruins.
How does he know
of
the
a Roman
plumbing's?
temple
How does he know the
in
plumbing's
the
Roman?
1060s.
What, did he go down there, check it out?
The ground level, yeah.
Can you just give me access to the to below the baths to your sewage?
Oh.
Yeah.
So
What's he doing?
just a score check. Am I 1 behind Charlie?
Yeah, that's correct. And I think Brad's about to give us a history lesson, possibly.
No. I don't know if I've got it right. I just know that I don't even know if it has anything to do with Saxons anymore. It was one of the first Roman like castles, basically, when we were the Roman Empire.
Oh, cool. Number 8.
Moving on.
I love that.
Just cut my look. I'm not.
No, that's
Do you want a fun fact?
No.
Always.
Fun fact.
Always.
Fun fact.
Yeah, go on.
I was okay at history,
Was ya?
but I didn't like it,
Oh.
and my teacher got pissed off at me because she'd be like, "You're not stupid, so apply yourself," and I'd be like, "No." And I got a G in history in my GCSEs.
How'd you get a G?
I didn't know it went down to
Because
G.
I wrote like my name and a couple of sentences, and that's enough to not get you a U.
I thought it went A, B, C, D, E,
F.
U. No, U.
It goes A, B, C, D, E, F, G, U.
No.
It doesn't.
Yeah, it did. I got a G. It's on I can find them. I can find the records. There's something that says like all my other grades are like, yeah, that's good. C's, A's, B's, history, G.
Fucking
No,
hell.
and that was that.
You're the first person
There
I've
you
ever
go.
met to have
Fun
got a
fact.
G.
Yeah, that's the only G I've ever heard.
And that's a fine bit
did-
of history in your life.
I did well in all my other subjects.
Fair.
Study in school, kids.
Yeah, stay in
congratulations.
school. Don't.
They don't even have A, B, C, D, E, F, G, U.
Don't
anymore.
write
They have
Hitler was
1,
a
2,
bad
3, 4,
man.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah, numbers.
Is it 1 the best and 8 the worst?
No, 8's the best.
I think it's actually 8's the best.
Yeah,
Oh, 'cause
high
it's
number's the best.
Level 8, yeah.
Used to be like that in South.
Why don't you just keep it what it was? Do you know what I mean?
Fun
Why don't you
fun
change
fact.
it? I'll tell you why. It's because
Wait,
Go on, sorry.
I got a fun tight down fact. I bet Emma's cousin
It'd be fun.
that if she got, I would give her a tenner for every A that she got, and she did really well.
You're
But then she was just like, and I was like, but did you get an A though? No, you got like an 8 or a 7. You didn't get an A, so I didn't give her any money.
That is absolutely. That is
so bad.
absolutely. Honestly, that is
Tight
fair play to you. That's
Tight
good.
down.
You got the kid incentivized to educate themselves, and then you totally mugged them off and didn't put your hand in your pocket. Brilliant. I couldn't think of anything better.
Right, let's go. I was. Please try not to laugh too loud. Right. I was
I'm
scared.
gonna have a sip whilst you read this.
Okay. I was scared of the river and getting killed, and a man followed me, and there was a scary walkway and curly whirly stairs, and the swords were too violent.
Is that it? First of all, not the attraction's fault that they were followed by a man.
Say that again.
I don't know. Was it? I was scared of the river and getting killed, and a man followed me, and there was a scary walkway and curly whirly stairs, and the swords were too violent.
I've got two answers.
The
for this.
swords were too violent.
I'm gonna maybe guess that English might not have been their first language.
Oh, okay.
I was
That's
scared
fair
of getting
enough.
killed. So I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna tell you my two answers when we're ready. My first answer is what I'm rolling the dice on and thinking it's maybe this, and my second answer is like what it also could have been, but river doesn't really make sense to that unless it was on their way
So
there.
the first one is what you want to be your answer, though. Yeah.
I've got
Yeah, the
nothing.
first one is what I want.
I'm just going to have to throw something in, aren't I?
No, sorry, hang on.
Charlie, go on.
Charlie needs to go first then, because he's thick.
Mate, I'm thick. Whatever I say is just because my brain's gone somewhere. It doesn't mean it's
sorry,
right.
that was harsh. Go on, Chaz. Give us your educated answer.
Dan, it's not educated. I've put London Dungeon.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Dan?
But what's the river? in that?
I went
Dan?
for Tower of London. Do I need to explain it?
Oh, okay.
Or...
Okay.
Interesting. So I might have fucked this up here.
Because he's thick.
Because I'm thick.
No, I might be wrong.
That's so harsh.
Sorry, it was
I now-
harsh. It was harsh.
I now think I'm not gonna. I could have pretended that I thought it was the Tower of London too. It didn't cross my mind. What crossed my mind? The first answer was, I think I might get the name wrong, but I thought maybe it would be Windsor Castle because there's also
It's a good shout.
There's also like a dungeon thing you can do there. You do have to go across a little bridge over a little Mount Rivery thing.
And a man
There
may
is
have
people
followed.
that follow you, and there is weird acts there and stuff. And then my second answer that isn't my answer was going to also be what Charlie said, which because I'm thick, which was
I think
the London dungeons, and I thought maybe they just didn't like walking across like the bridge over the Thames on the way there. Yeah, but my first answer was Windsor Castle, but I regret that after hearing.
I think you've convinced me it might be Windsor Castle. So
Is it London Dungeon?
The answer was the Tower of London.
yes!
Oh, fair play,
Yes!
Dan. That is fucking great. That means we're in a tie break.
Yeah, I honestly don't know why the Tower of London came to me, but just because I was.
Fact.
That is
Fun
Here we go.
fact. I went to Windsor Castle, and I
Yeah.
enjoyed walking around the castle, and I was like, "Oh, this is all cool." And then I was like, the person I was with really wanted to go in the dungeony part, and I was like, I'm not sure. I get anxiety when I'm in like closed spaces, and you're not really supposed to leave. Like you go in there and you're supposed to follow the route, and that's it. And there's an actor there.
Yeah.
And I got in. I queued up. I went in there, shit myself, had a panic attack, and the guy said, I fucking hate this guy. The guy said at the start, before he was in character, but he said something like, if there's at any point anyone needs to leave, please let me know before we move on to each room. So like basically get through the first room and then interrupt it on the walk to the next one. So I respected his rules. I did myself, I held myself in for the first little room,
Yeah.
and then as soon as it was over, I said to the Joker like jester dude, and I was like, I'm really sorry, I'm having a panic attack, I need to get out now. And he mugged me off in front of everyone in that room, and then took me up the stairs. And then as I left the room, continued to mug me off. And the door I went out into the open space was right next to the 100 other people in the queue. And he said, like, he couldn't take it. Goodbye. And kicked me out the door. Straight along them lines. And I'm like, I'm having a panic attack. And this guy mugs me off in front of everyone in the room that I'm in, then proceeds to mug me off as he kicks me out the door. To stay in character, and everyone in the queue is like looking at me and shaking their head. Some of them are like, "Oh, that's not fair." The others are like, and then I panic my way round the corner and like sit somewhere quietly. Like,
was he?
He was too in character.
Was he dressed in one of those stupid hats with the bells on it and tights?
I don't think he had the bells, but he was a bit all like, yeah, he did sort of jump around like you would expect a jester to jump around. And he said, when he said that at the start, I thought, right, I'll be all right, but if I do panic, I'm going to have to suffer it and tell him, but at least he said that I can. And then then be mugged off, and then, like, looking back, it is funny, but I was in, like, a state of, like, fear and dread, and he just proceeded to, he didn't kick me out the door, but he kind of opened the door and was like, he couldn't take it, goodbye, to kind of keep in character, and I just thought 100 people were queuing up to go in this room, and I've not come out a back entrance. No, I've come out right near where everyone's queuing to get in, and everyone is staring at me. And then after, when the person with me come out, I was like, "We're going home.
Fair.
We're going back to our car, and we're going home."
Fair play.
There you go. Fun fact.
What dick? I'm not going Windsor Castle now.
If you are panicking, just don't go in there because they'll mug you off on the way out.
No, I won't be going there.
I'm not.
I might write a 1-star review about it though.
Yeah, I should have done that.
It's full of jesters, but the real joke is the attraction. Something like that, you know what I mean? That vibe.
Right, we'll have to do a quick tiebreaker then.
Okay.
It's all right. I'm going to find one, and I'm going to ask you.
Okay, go on.
Yeah, go on, Brad.
All right, you ready? Ready? This is titled Disneyland Wannabe.
Oh, wait. What's the rules? So, I don't feel like this is going to be that easy. Okay, so maybe.
But it might be. It might be easy because.
Well, you shout your answer and you get that's your answer.
So first to answer. First on the buzzer.
Yeah.
Do they have to wait for you to finish, or can they shout?
Yeah, you have to wait for me to finish, and I will say, when I'll say, blah blah blah, I'm done. So I'm done isn't part of the. I'll say finish.
No, I think we should be able to jump in.
Okay, all right. Okay.
Yeah, come on.
I guess if they feel that confident.
Yeah, a bit of jeopardy.
Feel that confident?
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
Disneyland Wannabe. Except that at Disneyland, one price covers all. Here you pay for parking, pay to get inside, and then pay again for additional attractions. If you enjoy actors and cheap costuming with more flair for theatrics and real history, this place will appeal to you.
What's going on?
Do you know what it feels like? It feels like something.
Read it again whilst you're thinking. Dan's gone.
What the fuck?
So I win by default.
Yeah! Oh, no, he's back. He's back in the room.
No.
All right, I'm gonna read it again whilst you think. Disneyland Wannabe, except that at Disneyland, one price covers all. Here you pay for parking, pay to get inside, and then pay again for additional attractions. If you enjoy actors in cheap costuming with more flair for theatrics than real history, this place will appeal to you.
Real history, theatrics.
I keep cutting out. I think I'm going to lose.
I'm going to go for it. I'm going to say.
You could jump in here, Dan. You could do him in.
Butlins.
I'm going to say Alton Towers.
Alton Towers.
I'm going to say Alton Towers.
Alton Towers.
Neither's right.
Okay, so to help you win,
Yeah.
I'm going to give you a fun fact.
Yeah. Okay.
As I've clearly stated throughout this game, do not know names of places. And when I was talking about Windsor Castle, I was incorrect. I was talking about
Legoland.
this place.
Oh, the Tower of London.
No.
London Dungeon.
Earlier,
London
I
Dungeon.
told
It's
you.
London Dungeon.
Earlier, I told you a story thinking I was talking about this place. I called it Windsor Castle. I was actually talking about this place.
I think Charlie just said it.
It's the London
No,
Dungeon.
he didn't. No, he said no, he hasn't.
Oh.
But you did say that.
That should help. No. I said that at Windsor Castle, I walked around it, and then you go in a dungeon, and they give you they give you a
The
thing.
Tower of
There is
London.
another place. There is another place that is also a castle.
Oh, Colchester
that does
Castle, the Colchester
And I
place,
got
the
it.
Colchester place, the castle with the Saxons.
Brad,
Oh,
it's
fucking
obvious.
hell. It's
Oh my
I mean,
god.
I mean, obviously, I got the name wrong.
it's
when
not
I was
even
talking
a,
about
it's
my
not even a
story.
place. It
All right,
just shows how much
fuck me. We'll do it. We'll ask one more. It was Warwick Castle, is where I was on about.
I don't
Warwick
remember him
Castle.
mentioning Warwick Castle once.
No, I was saying that when I was talking about Windsor Castle, I meant the story I was talking about was actually Warwick Castle. Windsor Castle is just a boring castle. Warwick Castle is where you go around and there's actors.
Oh,
and
anyway,
they
it
explain
doesn't
stuff.
matter.
This has gone on for 1 hour 40 minutes.
It doesn't matter because loads of it's getting cut. So
Yeah, loads of
Loads of
it's
this
But
is getting cut.
it matters for I'm looking at bed.
This is getting cut.
There was one more that is kind of hard, but I'll give it a
Oh
go.
no, we're not gonna get it, are we? Okay, just do it. Go.
Boring.
Boring.
Just lots of rooms with loads of big paintings in them.
Tate Modern.
Every room was basically the same. The only two worthwhile parts of the day was harassing the guard, not me, the boyfriend, and having a good time in the spoons down the road.
We've been there. We went there. Because there's a spoons down the road.
There's always a spoons down the road.
Down every
To be fair.
Buckingham Palace.
It could be anything. No,
Windsor Castle.
I'm based. No.
There we go, damn one.
Oh, fuck off.
Yeah, damn one.
Did I get it?
Congratulations.
Windsor.
Yeah.
Windsor
I can't
Castle.
believe it.
Oh no, it's
I don't feel like that's deserved.
That's
No,
just-
neither do I.
Oh,
Right, let's end this.
I'm
Let's
embarrassed
end
again.
this endless podcast.
right.
Right,
George, just in case you want to cut it in to
Yeah, go on.
make me feel better about my story about me being bullied
Sure,
by the jester.
sure.
Just to add, Brad thinks he's talking about. No,
Brad, you're talking, so you can just say, "Oh, I think."
just to add, I'm
God,
meant to
that
be
needs
talking
sticking
about.
it. He's fit.
He's so fucking
just,
For fuck's sake.
just to add, during this story, I was meant to be talking about Warwick Castle, not Windsor Castle.
Oh, okay.
because he's thick.
So anyway, George, sign us off. Bar humbug, I'm thick. Fuck you all.
Sorry, yeah, I know this has gone on for ages, but we do have one final question.
No, we don't.
No,
No, we don't.
Who is it
No, it's
from?
really short. And I do want Dan to read it out, though. It's from Danny Wrong.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
No, the anxiety's real.
Dan, I've just sent you over that if you can read it off the screen there.
Okay, yeah. Thanks.
No worries, mate.
So,
Fuck's sake.
Danny Wrong has asked,
Yeah.
"What's your favorite castle?"
Right.
Warwick Castle.
Warwick. He keeps saying Warwick. If you know it.
Warwick Castle.
Warwick.
Warwick Castle, where the jester fondled my willy.
It's Rorik. Oh, no.
Warwick. Oh.
It's
Warwick.
Warwick.
Warwick. just so you know, when Brad said that he was talking about Warwick Castle instead of Windsor, he actually meant Warwick Castle.
I'm not sure what to say.
But there you have it, Warwick.
Warwick Castle, my favourite castle. Okay.
Warwick Castle. I actually can't say it now.
It's actually really hard to say Warwick. Oh, there you go. Warwick.
Right. Thank you everyone for listening. If you're still here, oh my gosh, thank you. If you want to support us, go to shop.
Merry Christmas. Only have pigs and blankets
Merry Christmas.
for roast dinner. Bye bye.
Brussels sprouts. We love it.